Hey guys, welcome to day 5. And we're going to move away now from the first pocket, which is the physical side, and we're going to move to the second pocket, and that is psychological. And I can't tell you how often people completely neglect the psychological side of things, but it is so important to ensure that you can operate effectively when things are going on that are really chaotic around you, whether it's occurring at work, at school, at home, or all of the above. So when it comes to psychological, I have one goal for you. One goal in a disaster. I don't want you to be calm. I don't want you to ever be calm. I want you to be focused. I have another video where I talk about why you shouldn't be calm and you should try to just be focused. But the main element of it is ensuring that you can be able to conduct tasks. You can get things done. There are so many times, and the reason why I talk about how much I don't like trying to be calm is people try to fight it, right? Because we get nervous. I'm a native Californian. I was in the Loma Pietro earthquake in the late 80s and then in the Northridge earthquake as well. And in each one of those, you are going to be scared. You shouldn't try to fight that. Instead, you should get yourself into a psychological place where you can start to get things done. That is the purpose and the point and the goal of the second pocket, the psychological one. So the main point is to get you into a place of focus. And so when I talk about what you should put in your disaster backpack, what I want you to do is I want you to find an object, something that has significance to you, whether it is a religious text, or whether it is a book, or whether it is a photograph, or even if it's a little teddy bear, something that gets you out of the moment. When you look at this item, and it needs to be a physical item, when you look at the item, it just instantly takes you away. When I worked in the ambulance as a first responder, one of the things I did was I actually had a photograph of a Caribbean island. It was a beautiful crystal clear beach. It had palm trees in the background, had the sun, it had beautiful sand. And I used to keep it right under my visor, and whenever I dealt with a really difficult call, something that was very distressing or difficult or long, I would every once in a while pull that visor down and I would stare at that beach, and I was immediately taken away. And that gave me the sense to be able to at least collect myself. It gave me a moment for me. It's one of those 2-minute vacations they talk about. In this case, it was about 30 seconds or so, but I could immediately focus on the next tasks, the next call that would come in. I want you to find an object, something that you can hold in your hand, that you can put directly into your disaster backpack. It is personal to you. There's no right or wrong answer. It's just something that will get you focused and get you out of the moment. That's what's going to be so important. To support ESIPL in so many ways, because by being able to evacuate, by being able to shelter in place, and by being able to lock down, you might be doing that in a foreign place with strange people who are all panicking. I have been in many disaster scenarios where everyone around me was nervous and panicky, and the anxiety became contagious. Just a few people became anxious and nervous, then they would start lashing out, and then other people became panicked and nervous, and it was one to the next to the next. But I ensured that no matter what was going on around me, that I was always protected myself. I worked a number of hurricanes where I was actually a shelter manager, and when I was managing the shelter, I did everything I could. Whenever I started to see panic begin to move through everybody, I would try to get them focused. Get them out of the moment. So find an object, should be able to fit in the palm of your hand. You don't need to tell anyone else what it is, and put it in there, something that will matter to you to get you out of that moment, to get you out of that anxiety, get you out of that panic, and get you into a place where you can get focused in just a few seconds. This is Disaster Patrick, and remember, prepare for a disaster and you'll never experience one.